My name's Erica Gable, and I'm a recently retired wheelchair basketball athlete. I think that my journey to the Paralympics, as with other athletes, was very much unexpected and unplanned, and it definitely wasn't something I ever envisioned for myself growing up in the Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. And after I hurt my knee, I was really depressed for quite a few months, and when the opportunity to get involved in wheelchair basketball, but it wasn't necessarily just to play wheelchair basketball, there was an opportunity to continue my dream to eventually make the national team. And so I found out I was eligible in December 2012, and in my mind we kind of calculated, and I felt that if I gave everything I had for the next 3.5 years, myself and the people around me and my team could make the goal of getting to the Paralympics. And then I did, and it was the best experience of my entire life.
My name's Alex Hayward. I'm from Quispamsis, New Brunswick. I'm 25 years old, and I'm currently a paracyclist for the national team, for Team Canada. Wasn't always the case. I've always been a hockey player. I was a hockey player my whole life until 2012, where I suffered a spinal cord injury, actually in a hockey game. That left me paralyzed from the neck down, and I immediately got involved with parasports and played wheelchair basketball for 8 years. So, and then COVID hit. Obviously, during COVID, we had to get a little bit creative as far as training and things went, because we had no access to gyms and stuff. And luckily for me, cycling had kind of always been this secondary passion of mine, especially during my hockey days. Ultimately, I decided I would be a cyclist. And yeah, things kind of took off from there. I think the ultimate goal would be to go to Paris 2024 and compete in the time trial and road race, and even some track events, and then obviously the big dream would be to do well in some or all events. So yeah. Sport has had a huge impact on my life. Arguably, probably one of the most impactful things in my life. I really like setting goals and chasing goals, and I think sports are kind of the perfect platform for that. Yeah, so I think without sports, I'd probably be a little bit lost, and it'll always be around and kind of always play this really important role in keeping me really balanced. I think the donors of the Paralympic Foundation of Canada are incredibly important, whether that be to the next gen programs or kind of the elite level of parasports. I mean, parasports is kind of getting to a point now where you almost need it to be your full-time job. It's getting super competitive, and if you want to compete at that level, you really need to put a lot of time and effort into it, and obviously the salary's not there to just make it your full-time job. So we kind of have to rely on some other sources of income, and yeah, without those, I don't think it would be possible.
Mm-hmm. Well, as lots of people know, Paralympic sport is very expensive, and I think one thing about parasport is that you can't participate without equipment, and unfortunately for a lot of athletes, there's also regional challenges which forces athletes to have to travel great distances for just one practice. And I think without support and without donations, there would be a lot of athletes who wouldn't be able to partake in sport. So, and thank you to everyone who has ever donated, and hopefully we can get some more people getting involved so we can have more kids playing sport.